gets the best of me, I don't know what to do. Miles still ahead of me and I don't have a clue right now. But we can take this ride wherever it goes. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. I set my mark right on your heart. One moves I got me this far. Now I don't wanna restart. If things get hard and time left scars, still there before you are. Still shining through the whole dark, yeah. Sometimes you can't even see what's right in front of you. Life gets the best of me, I don't know what to do. Miles still ahead of me and I don't have a clue right now. But we can take this ride wherever it goes. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Oh, I got it bad, I just wanted love. I got it bad, I just needed love. I got it bad, I just wanted love. Someone like you. I got it bad, I just wanted love. I got it bad, I just needed love. I got it bad, I just needed love. We can take this ride wherever it goes. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Feeling like you're stuck in a hurricane. 'Cause everything around you just keeps on turning. I can see you searching for an escape. The fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Keeps on, it just keeps on burning. Fire in your heart, it just keeps on burning. Don't worry, you got the future on your mind. No hurry, just take it one day at a time.
Welcome to the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2024, the place where culture and pride hit the turf and some of the best players in the country have the chance to stand up and represent their heritage. We're coming to you live from the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour, home of the North Harbour Hockey Association, and of course home of the New Zealand Black Sticks. It's day 2 of the tournament here, and it's a beautiful sunny Easter Saturday. And the two teams coming out for their second games of the tournament. And with one game under their belt, we expect a little bit more of that connection, a little bit more free-flowing hockey to start to be played. I'm Brad Pittman and we'll be with you this entire Easter weekend, bringing you all 16 games of the Heritage Hockey Tournament 2024. I'm joined in commentary by NZISA Women's Manager and popular guest commentator, Seedal Patel. Seedal, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back. Bit excited to be here.
Yeah, and it's happy days in your camp after a good win this morning for the NZISA ladies.
Oh yeah, definitely. I even had the music teed up for the right bit at the end. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I did actually make mention. Navina Hero was loving the warm-up music this morning. Probably why she played so well again, as she always does. But out here this afternoon, our second women's game for the day, the New Zealand Junior Māori team in the black singlets taking on the Heritage Barbarians in the red. We see Tori Val there and Penelope Taulafo, the two captains, alongside our referees for the day, Nikki Hayes and Lewisa Brownsy. That's an exciting matchup. These two teams both having wins in their first games yesterday. And like we mentioned in the men's game earlier, a win here for either team will pretty much book their spot in Monday's final. The other will have to kind of contend with you NZISA ladies with one win each coming into tomorrow's game. So everything to play for these two teams here, Seedle. How do you approach a must-win game like this?
I guess just sticking to your game plan, right? Like, you still got a good hour at least of hockey to play, so it'll, from the beginning of the whistle, just keep going and keep the plan.
Yeah, that's it. And it's teams with two pretty good coaching units as well. Courtney Phillips and Tuhia Hohepa with the New Zealand Junior Māori side. And, of course, Paresh Becker, local North Harbour coach here with the Heritage Barbarians. So you're right. I think it'll be stick to plan, stick to process, get through the first quarter and assess going forward from there. You see the two teams getting through the pre-match formalities. A few of these ladies played a fair bit of hockey before together and against each other. As we look at some of the sides here, the Heritage Barbarians, a lot of players we've seen previously in the Pacifica women's side. A couple of players to highlight for me, two of the more experienced defenders that they'll have at the back of the field, Tori Val and Vic Methvin, probably two of the most solid players in the tournament. They lock down the defence. They take real pride in keeping their opponents scoreless in that game yesterday against the NZ Asian team. Two real tough customers, Seedle, that you know all too well.
Yeah. Also looking forward to seeing Kaya Elliott. I think you've made me jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, all aboard, as we also see the New Zealand Junior Māori team. A young side out here again this weekend, and it's a couple of family connections that I'm looking forward to. I spoke about them a fair bit yesterday, but Holly and Grace Hilton-Jones, who will play sort of a middle and outside defenders here, both players with a fair bit of attack in them. As we see fast start here, a little overhead for the Heritage Barbarians. And of course, if you're new to the Heritage concept, it is in the fourth year now of the Heritage tournament, starting originally with the New Zealand Māori, New Zealand Indian, New Zealand Pacifica sides, being joined by at that stage an under-21 New Zealand selection. The year following that, we added the Heritage Barbarians in their place. And then last year, the introduction of the New Zealand under-21 Māori sides. So it's continued to develop. This year we've added in the New Zealand Asian entity. We've had the return of the Barbarians. And we see our junior Māori sides out here, as well as New Zealand Fiji in the men's section, which we'll see a little bit later this afternoon. But out here at the moment, it is women's game number 2 for the day. Here are the junior Māori side in the black. And this is Murphy Phillips looking to try and get past Tori Val. She does so. Excellent pass there. Roimata Brown in picture. Couldn't pull it in. She'll be gutted with that because it's a really good pass into the circle from Murphy Phillips. Seedle, it's tough when you get such a good ball like that. Early days, you don't quite have your touch yet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You'll be kicking yourself as well.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Team's still just trying to settle in, of course, first quarter here. And this will be Grace Hilton-Jones on the ball now for the junior Māori side. Looks in towards the middle. That's a nice touch there from Kaya Elliott. On comes Ella Layton. Dropping it back off for Elliott. But nobody, no targets in the circle there for the Heritage Barbarians. Looks like Riley Grills was up the front. She scored a pretty cool goal yesterday for the Barbarians. Too easy into the middle of the field there. But Holly Hilton-Jones passes it to her often teammate, Kaya Elliott, but not today, not this weekend. And just looking at the traffic there. A couple of unforced errors, both sides there, just giving the ball up a little too easy at the start. And big opportunity here. Ahumairangi Rahuruhi puts it straight onto the foot there of Kayla Val, and the junior Māori team have the first real opportunity here. Cedal, like I said, a couple of unforced errors really in this first couple of minutes, perhaps proving costly here for the Heritage side.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, weather is a bit of a factor. It is quite hot out there today. So the players just need to be just that little bit more mindful when they're on the pitch.
Yeah, we see the injector there, Murphy Phillips, for the junior Māori side. First bracket, Taulafo, straight hit, too wide, that one. She got a hold of it, but not on target. And the Heritage Barbarians, they'll come forward and take their 16-yard hit through Kayla Val. Wasn't here at yesterday's game, but out here now for the Heritage Barbarians. Can we have multi-view, please?
You know, definitely looking forward to a Kayla Val special on the PCs.
Yeah, that's it. She's pretty dynamic on the penalty corner attack. And pretty dangerous too. So if the Heritage Barbarian side get their opportunities, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think I mentioned yesterday some of the Roskell girls that play in the same team as Kayla would have told her not to go easy on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're due to see that game tomorrow.
Yeah.
The NZISA taking on the Heritage Barbarians in the women's section. We're looking forward to that Roosters matchup. It's Holly Hilton-Jones, and it goes. Ahumairangi Rahuruhi couldn't pull that one in. And Tori Val here on the ball. And out they come up this right-hand side. And that one again, just no targets up there. Kai Elliott searching for something going forward. She loves that little sweep hit, which she snaps around it, and but nobody keying in up the front for her. Cedal, like I mentioned earlier, you girls had the win this morning. Was there? When did you know it was coming? What were the telltale signs that perhaps a win was on the cards today?
To be honest, it was in the last 30 seconds. It was at one point, I think, the New Zealand Asian team were down an hour end, and there was some sketchy tackles, and we were praying for not another PC, but yeah.
Yeah, I think your ladies weathered 2 penalty corners in the last couple of minutes there, up by 1 and having to hold on, but they gritted their teeth and got through 2-1 in the end. It was an exciting game to start our morning here.
Yeah. It was awesome to see the New Zealand Asians get a goal too. You know?
Yep, their first one of the tournament. Obviously going scoreless yesterday. Here's Ella Layton. Oh, straight across the goal. Nobody there, hunting on the left post for the Heritage team. Fortunate for the junior Māori side. Yeah, they come out of their defensive end. Turned over on halfway. Look at that. Tori Val, cool as you like. Good skill there. Grace Hilton-Jones. But just untidy again off the free hit. That's a great ball in. Kai Elliott. I'd love to see them maybe just hold the ball up a touch longer in the midfield. They're throwing good ball through there, but I don't think their strikers are having enough time to get into the good spots, turn around and become targets. A lot of the time it's coming at them while they're still trying to get forward. So let's hope to see just a touch more patience here from this Heritage side. Maybe something like this where they use a bit of width. And long corner coming, defended well by Hilton Jones.
Yeah, they've definitely had a lot more of the possession in the this quarter. But yeah, it's just that last link with the strikers. It's not working.
Working across the field there. It's Kaylee Tuiravi. They'll come back for one in the middle of the park. Looks like Kaya Elliott on the ball, just inside the 25-yard line. Good luck being a camera operator when she's on the ball. Everybody thought it was going down Main Street. And the deceptive slider there out, caught even her own teammate out their seats. A fair bit of skill in that, but didn't pay off that time. Here we go. This is a big opportunity here for the Māori side. Garby Smith, one of the most dangerous strikers in the tournament. And again, it goes across the front of the goal. You can hear the Māori support crew in front of us. Every time Garby Smith has an opportunity, they're going to go up. Yeah, she was deadly at the New Zealand Māori tournament over Labour weekend last year. Pretty impressive at Heritage last year for the senior Māori team. Of course, helping out the junior side this year, filling in a spot. And a little bit of hesitation around the back. Shanae Phillips has it now, and that's an excellent pass out through Daniela Hall, and it goes. Tiana Curry there on the reverse stick. Tiana and Garby will have a bit of a laugh. They both represent Tai Tukato in New Zealand Māori hockey. Here's Vic Methvin on the ball. There's one back there by Garby Smith, and the free hit coming as well on the sideline there. Daniela Hall there on the ball for the junior Māori side, looking over. Nobody could really pull it in under control. Kaylee Tuiravi has it now. Great tackle by Pia Hohepakuka. Still going there, Shanae Phillips. There it is on the feet of Vic Methvin. Really tidy work there from Shanae Phillips. And now the penalty corner coming. They were unable to convert their first one, the junior Māori side. You can see, looking at that defensive group, it's pretty solid. You got the two Vales, Vic Methvin, Kai Elliott, as well as Holly Landon in goal. It's a pretty tough unit to crack. They go short through Taulofo, and they've cracked them just like that.
Commentator's curse, I reckon.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a little bit of a change-up for the penalty corner, going short side. The captain, Pene Lope Taulofo, she puts the junior Māori side ahead. Have a look at this replay. They go short. And it's often a little bit difficult to just readjust your positioning there. And Roy Mata Brown just get dispossessed there by Kaya Elliott. Look at the work she does in the midfield there, Elliott. Yeah, I was just saying it's kind of hard to adjust your defensive positioning when the ball goes short side like that, because the right post never really knows where they're supposed to go. The goalie sometimes shifts, sometimes wasn't quite ready to shift, and I think just got caught out of position there a little bit. Yeah. That's it, and it was struck well. So first blood drawn here, and it's the junior Māori side up 1-0. Heritage Barbarian side, I thought they were very nearly going to push one straight back. But well defended in the end there. Yeah, that's just a little bit of icing missing on top of that cake at the moment from the attackers on the Heritage Barbarian side. You see right down the end there, Ateda Patufego, one of the Fijian representatives in this Heritage Barbarian side. Up comes Kayla Val. Of course, Kayla and Tori representing Samoa. And new on at the back there, Rebecca Massey. A little bit of a trip in the midfield, nothing to it. This isn't soccer. Forward comes Grace Hilton-Jones on the intercept. Good touch there. And good fielding skills there. Presh picker. Probably should have been a black cap. Coach of the Heritage Barbarians ladies. Here's Tui Ravi and Massey. This one now in through Elliott. She's got Phillips guarding her. Lovely ball. Tori Val now in some space. Excellent pass. This is better from the Heritage Barbarians if they can keep it in. And they'll win the free hit as well. It was nice build up there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we need to see more from them. Just allowing their strikers just to catch up and get into position where they need to be.
Yeah, and actually in position that time was, looks like Vic Methvin was up there right in front of the goal. He's moved up into the midfield for a moment. And unforced there. New Zealand junior Māori team under a bit of pressure. Good turn by Sinead Phillips. She's under pressure. Garby still going. She's going to beat her own player and the other two. Garby Smith lays it off. Taulafo. Bang. Bang for the junior Māori side. Excellent finish in the end there. You can see just off screen the Heritage Barbarians ladies probably feel they're a little bit hard done by possible obstruction in the middle of the field. You will have noticed when I said she'd beat her own player, that's probably the moment that they're complaining about. But the goal goes onto the scoreboard for the junior Māori side, and just like that, the captain doubles the lead. But write that one down thanks to Garby Smith. And Tito, you can imagine how dangerous a Māori side would be with Oriwa and Garby playing together.
Oh, yeah, you can imagine. Their silky skills.
Yeah. Yeah, two players that can really light it up going forward. Here's another one, Murphy Phillips. And again, the crowd go up here. I'm sure, in fact, I know that there's a pretty big Phillips whānau contingent out in front of us at the moment. And not just for Murphy, of course, her two aunties, Shanae in the midfield and Courtney in the coaching box, out here this weekend with the New Zealand junior Māori side. And they're a family that all travel everywhere they go, wherever there's hockey, they're there. And when you think about hockey families, it's pretty hard to go past the hockey Hohepas. Shout out to the Hohepa whānau. Of course, Pia out here at the moment. Tuhia coaching. Nōpera and Te Oranga both playing in the boys team. And always following the whānau around as well. I'm sure they're out here again today. We see that one just a little bit underdone there from Tori Val. And it's been a pretty big first quarter here, last few seconds of it for the junior Māori side. Seidel, as we hear the hooter go, strong start from the Māoris.
Yeah, definitely. Now that they've got two in the bank, they can focus on some other things like moving the ball around and just practice different plays and trying to see what works.
Yeah, that's it. And it's similar to the game previous where you got two teams that are really hunting for that second win. Once you get that goal, 2 goals, it just takes a little bit of the pressure off. And you're right, they can start to really focus on some process things, getting to the right areas, executing some of the game plans and basic skills. But on the other side, we saw yesterday there's no shortage of goals in this Heritage Barbarians side. They've just got to get themselves going.
Yeah, definitely not. And we've seen it happen. They're getting the ball up there. It's just that last connection that they just can't seem to quite get. But, you know, hopefully they've got that out of the way in the first quarter, and second quarter they'll be able to tidy that up.
Yeah, that's it. As we see the two teams in under the shade, or trying to get under the shade as much as possible. You mentioned earlier, Cedal, it's pretty hot out there.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day here in North Harbour. Beautiful Easter Saturday. I don't want to jinx it like I did to your ladies' game yesterday. We see that's Courtney Phillips in there with the New Zealand Junior Māori side. Special shout out, of course, thanks to One Foundation, the major sponsors of this weekend's tournament, and have been major sponsors of New Zealand Heritage Hockey for the last 4 years. We couldn't bring you this tournament on the turf or on the live stream if it wasn't thanks to the support of One Foundation, the major sponsors. You'll see the flags around the turf, and we really do thank One Foundation for their continued support. And not only of the tournament, I know that they also do support and sponsor some of the teams as well. NZISA, one of those, as well as the New Zealand Māori side. So massive thank you to One Foundation from all of us here. We're back in for second quarter. Kai Elliott goes the 1 foot overhead. That's how it's supposed to be done from Ella Leighton, but into traffic. And out come the Māori side through the goal scorer, Pene Lope Taulafo. It's Trinell Woods Edueta there at the back. And Hilton Jones just too far ahead of her sister there. And here comes Tori Val. Back through Elliott. Elliott rolls it forward one more. Bit of 3D skill there. Can't get past the junior Māori defender. It's Brooklyn Burton up there, part of the striker line for the Heritage Barbarians. Little foot race there. Oh, not a lot in it, just a little bit of a tangle up.
So almost a bit of MMA.
Yeah, tuck and roll there. Riley Grills and Murphy Phillips.
Definitely think the Māori junior team could capitalise on taking the ball early. That's what caught the Heritage team on the back foot yesterday. So.
Yeah, that's right. We remember seeing Julia King take some free hits quickly, certainly the 16-yard hits, and just trying to catch them out of shape. I see Tori Val now onto the ball. Again, they don't really have strikers. There's one player in the circle, so it's just really hard to play any sort of attack there when you don't have targets going forward. A, it's easy for the defenders, but B, it makes it hard for your ball carriers to target. So I would like to see a little bit better in that aspect from the Heritage Barbarian side. There's Pia Hohepa Kuka on your screen. Now the sideline hit will go around from Tori Val. That's straight to Hohepa Kuka. Here is Taulafo. Pene Lope Taulafo. Working some magic. In it goes. And kicked clear there by Holly Landon. Back out there to Taulafo. Tori Val showing off her defensive skills there. Has been for a long time, but one of the premier defenders up in the intercity comp here in North Harbour and Auckland. Of course, with the Eden Ross School crew.
Yeah. had the privilege to play against Kayla. Of course, trying to defend one of her PCs never seemed to work.
Yeah.
But it was cool watching it go by.
Yeah.
When you're on the sideline.
Yeah, they're a really skilled pair of sisters, of course, Tori and Kayla, out there together for the Heritage team. Speaking of sisters, there's one of them, Holly Hilton-Jones. Again, just couldn't link up with Roimata Brown. And here is Kayla Val on the ball. Like you said, Cedar, we want to see her at the other end, striking penalty corners, but the overhead's just as good at the moment. Ella Layton with a little inside chop. Here's the entry for the Asian side. Excellent skill there. That's really good from Brooklyn Burton.
That's what we need to see more from this.
Yeah.
Linking up.
And it was good, I think, while Ella was executing the receive and 3D skill, she just allowed Brooklyn to get a couple extra paces forward, so it had a real pass target rather than running next to each other in the attack. So, no, that's a lot better look from the Heritage Barbarian side, and no surprises. Kayla Val's gone up to the first bracket and potentially could be a pretty good option, I dare say. Yep. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Kayla Val was paying $1 at the TAB this morning for a goal from a straight shot penalty corner. And if you put your house on it, you've now got a house and a little bit more.
I think I can go home now. See
Yeah.
Kayla PC.
That's it. If you wanted professional commentators, this one can tell the future. Kayla Val takes one back there for the Heritage Barbarians. And look, I don't know about you, Cedal, but I reckon I could be a professional coach if I had Kayla Val on my team.
Oh, absolutely.
The game plan would be get a PC and let her crank it.
It was quite interesting too. The New Zealand Māori keeper knew it was coming, but it still went through.
That's it. And to be fair, Log's got in a pretty good spot. She actually got it over her.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a dipper. Speaking of over, that one's just gone over the umpire there. There was a rocket that had come across on the reverse stick there, just looking for the stick and the potential deflection in, but it would have been a pretty intense couple of minutes if Heritage Barbarians had managed to go 2 in a row like that.
Now that they've got that one goal up, it's making the game a little bit more interesting and just puts the Māori team under pressure just a little bit more now.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. 2-1 was, you know, probably not entirely comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable than 2-1.
2-1, 2-0.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. 2-0 is more comfortable than the 2-1 it is at now. So they're right back in it here, this Heritage Barbarian side. Here is Kayla Val. Murphy Phillips rolls it forward there for Garby Smith. And just falls there for Roimata Brown. Up the right side here for the juniors. They've got the free hit advantage. We've got Daniela Hall. Ella Layton under a bit of pressure here from Shanae Phillips. Good skill from both there, to be fair. Nice 3D, but caught in the air by Shanae Phillips. And
not going to lie, that looked real effortless too.
Yeah, it did. She's just going to put her stick there and the ball was on the end of it. Kaylee Tuiravi here, trying to go over Garby Smith.
Not today.
Yeah, just picks it out of the air. Instead, if you can't you flick it over, maybe sweep it over, and it might work. Still, they get it back here, the junior Māori side. Here's Pia Hoipakuka through the legs. Hall, Phillips, Staniela Hall again. And Tori Val looks really good at the back there. Solid as ever.
That composure too when she did get the ball just to take it out.
Yep. And deflected there off the stick, so they go for a long corner here at the junior Māori side. There are Roy Mata Brown. It's a messy pass. Kai. In fact, it's not Kai Elliott, it's Georgia Symes. They're just having a little tussle with Holly Hilton-Jones. A couple extra blows on the whistle. I thought we were going to see a card, but nothing coming there. Just got trigger happy on the whistle. And out the back they go again. Great win there for the Heritage side. And they get to it, great touch. Riley Grills, can she find the pass? No, she can find the goal. Riley Grills adds another one to her weekend, scored one yesterday, adds another today. And you can see the long reach that got her that little breakaway there, paying off in the end. And just like that, that 2-goal lead has disappeared. And they're going to go again here, the Heritage Barbarian side. It's Riley Grills again, doing the same thing. Cedar, wouldn't we love to have a reach like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You could donate some.
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. I think she could donate some and still have enough for herself.
Yeah.
Riley Grills just disrupting the flow of play there for this junior Māori side, and well finished in the end. And for all the greatness that they'd had in the first quarter, the junior Māori side, back level again. As you see, that is some of the Hohepa whānau over the back fence there. Sheree and West over the back, and it looks like perhaps Norpeta watching Pia, the younger sister. It's a nice little overhead there. Kayla Val under a bit of pressure from Ahu Mairangi Rahuruhi. Tiana Curry trying to get past Garby Smith. And wins that one. She'll want to replay that a few times to say that she beat Garby Smith in a foot race.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened in a little while from Tiana, but
Turn it into a meme. Or
yeah, that's it. That's it. She loves it. That's good turn there from Hilton Jones. Look at that, Kai Elliott trying to get some elbows into Holly Hilton Jones. That one's pretty rough and she knows it. She's ran right out of there. Great ball forward. Rahuruhi has it. And I dare say that card is going the way of Kai Elliott. She knows it. Yeah, it was a pretty rough challenge with one hand on Holly Hilton Jones while she broke up the middle of the field. I think Kai probably could have come off when she did it and started her 2 minutes a minute ago. Uh, 5 minutes to go here. Kai will sit for 2 of them. So the Heritage side, they'll be down to 10 players for the next couple of minutes. On this right side now, looking for the striker. Shannara Marshall there on the ball. Just looking at her options. Goes the little the little whip. And here comes Tori Val under pressure from Shanae Phillips. And just missed it there was Alia Krofsky. little unforced error there. Opportunity now for Rebecca Massey. Just off the stick there, Ella Layton couldn't control that one. And then too far ahead of Hilton Jones. Forward comes Georgia Symes for Heritage Barbarians.
Yeah, the Heritage Barbarians do need to get that passing going again. It just helps them out as well because they don't really have many subs, so they will get tired pretty quickly if they keep running the ball.
Yeah, that's something we made mention of yesterday. They're a little shorter on the card than most teams. It's nice being able to pull in Kayla Val today. And speaking of back in comes Kaya Elliott. You see her come on just towards the bottom of the field. There she is on the ball now. Excellent turn. It's a fantastic touch there from Penelope Talafu. Could very easily have repeated Kaya's mistake and earned a card, but solid there. So it looks like Ella Worthington is back on the field now for the junior Māori side. There is Elliott. Ball across the circle. Great save and well cleaned up in the end too by the junior Māori team. Yeah, good work in goal, Isabella Holt. Under some pressure here, Grace Hilton-Jones. It's found her foot. Say it, Seedle. Tell us.
Dare I say it? Let's go, Kayla.
And I'm going to burst your bubble here.
She off.
Because Kayla Val is on the sideline at the moment.
It's all right, I'll just go home now. I saw one, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. To be fair, they've got a pretty good backup in Vic Methvin when she's up there as well.
Absolutely. Was it five? Five they scored yesterday?
Yep.
A few of them off PC, so
Yeah, but they need the ball first.
that might be helpful.
Yep, here it comes now for Brooklyn Burton. I'll get another one there. It just came off the foot of the runners there for the junior Māori side. Looks like Amy McConnell and Daniela Hall running out for the Māori team. I'll go again here, Heritage Barbarian side. And a little bit of back and forth there resulted in not what either team wanted really.
Yeah.
But
trying to favour that little cheeky deceptive sweep in the opposite corner.
yeah, I think the problem probably was the inject didn't quite come. The trapper had to shift, and then the ball was just a little bit too far away from where Kai Elliott wanted it, so that she could run that slider, and then it all just fell apart a little bit from there for the Heritage side. And as far as our commentary box reckons, bring back Kayla Val. Get her on there.
I've got a bet on running on this.
I got a same game multi.
I need to get a house prices these days.
Yeah, that's it. And that is the end of our second quarter. So into the first half here in our second women's game for the day. Third game of day two here between the New Zealand Junior Māori team and the New Zealand Heritage Barbarians. And first quarter goes to the Māori team, second quarter to the Heritage side, and just like that, Cedar, we're locked up at 2 each.
Yeah, a little bit excited to see how the rest of the game goes. Definitely think that they need to tidy it up a little bit more on both ends. There have been a few unforced errors, so if they can get that sorted and link with each other a bit more, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's it. Both teams have been guilty of kind of going away from what's working at periods of that game. And you're right, the Heritage team look good when they do just have a little bit extra time to get their strikers into target spots, string a couple extra passes together or transfer of point of attack in their midfield, and then attack. And look, they've got a pretty impressive penalty corner bracket when Kayla Val's on, so that's something they can use to their advantage as well. The Māori side, of course, they went really well in that first quarter. 2 goals to Penelope Taulafo, the captain, but nothing to show for that second quarter. So they'll want to just tidy things up a little bit there. They'll be disappointed to concede twice after having a pretty good lead. And it'll be really interesting to see how the two teams come out after this halftime break.
Yeah, definitely think for the junior Māori team, they should capitalise on the heritage team not having many subs, so just moving the ball a lot more and making them tired, and moving it around that solid defence of the heritage team, because getting past Tori or Kayla at the back, it's a tough thing to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably the one advantage that the New Zealand junior Māori team could expose is as solid as the likes of Tori, Kayla, Ateda, Tiana, etc. are at the back. They are a little bit slower, so they really need to make the move side to side, throw the ball into some pockets, keep the ball moving up there, and use some of their speed going forward. You know, when you've got the likes of Roy Mata-Brown, Ahumairangi Rahuruhi, Murphy Phillips, those sorts of players that can play with real speed going forward, I'd really love to see them use that and turn their strength against them a little bit.
Absolutely. And even watching the junior Māoris yesterday, their pace on the ball is just phenomenal. So, yeah, if they can get that going, it's wicked.
Yeah, and it's beautiful scenes down here at the North Harbour Hockey Centre, the National Hockey Centre now, the home of the New Zealand Black Sticks. And for those that are in and around the area or want to be, in 2 weeks' time you can come down and see the Vantage Black Sticks play a test series against Japan here on April 13th and 14th. Make sure you get down and support our ladies, who of course excruciatingly missed out on an Olympic berth this year, though the men will be heading to Paris. The women start the rebuild now, and it begins with a test series against Japan. So get along April 13th and 14th and check that one out. But while we're here this weekend, get down and support the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament, of course, brought to you thanks to MTEL Intelligent Solutions, Keeper Life Insurance and Risk Management, Go Hockey at gohockey.co.nz, or at the shop just around the corner from here. And of course our major sponsors of the tournament and of the live stream, One Foundation. Massive mihi out to all of our sponsors. And of course, as I mentioned, the major sponsor, One Foundation. Cedal, we're nearly halfway through the tournament. Have you? Has there been any games or any moments? It might be a goal that you remember or a game that you remember that have stood out so far in the first day and a half.
Oh, not so much of a goal, but good old Curry. She's not the biggest person out there, but she managed to rugby tackle someone. Well, I over exaggerate that, but rugby tackle one of the little the New Zealand Asian girls, and she went down.
Yeah.
So I gave her flack for being a bully, and she'll get a fine for that later on. But no, so it's just really awesome to see Oriwe in the team, and even Shireen and Anna play today, and even seeing Nav back. Just seeing them play and just direct everything has just been awesome.
Yeah, and it's been a really good weekend so far for the NZISA ladies. Bagging a win here on day 2 and a pretty close loss on day 1. They're right in it here, and an opportunity tomorrow, if things can go their way, to potentially get themselves towards a final come Monday. That would be huge for the NZI ladies. I don't think have been to a final yet at Heritage. So, exciting times for you and the team.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it, as long as we just don't get any PCs against us. Against the Heritage team. Yeah,
that's it. Or perhaps convince Kayla Val to stay home for the day.
Yeah, might have to give her some of my winnings if I bet today.
We're back underway here. Third quarter action between New Zealand Junior Māoris in the black, taking on the New Zealand Heritage Barbarians in the red. And there's Kaya Elliott, one of the standout performers at the tournament. I believe was player of the tournament last year in Hamilton for the women's section. Had a really strong tournament for the NZ Pacifica women. Here's Shnara Marshall keeping the ball on the stick, showing her spin. And just loses the ball there. Vic Methvin will come on to the free hit there and turn over again. Similar start to the first quarter, a little bit messy, back and forth from both teams here. Seedle, perhaps they were enjoying the halftime lollies too much.
Yeah. All that water on the turf, a bit slick.
Yeah. There's Elliott looking long. Down the other end, it's a good place to start here for the Heritage side. Put a little bit of a press on this junior Māori side. From the sideline here, Skaramia Leathers.
Sends it all the way back down to the other end.
Yeah, and we'll play a little bit of force back to start the third quarter. Let's see if Kayla Val can get it to the other end. She's just trying to find a way through at the moment. Doesn't like what she sees, so across she goes. The other side of the field, and it's gone through everybody. Here's Brooklyn Burton just having a practice swing. You get paid big bucks for that on the golf course. And she'll win the free hit too. Taken quickly, Vic Methvin. She wants the edge of the circle. She's got to take on Holly Houghton-Jones. It's good work there from a defender. You'll know that, Seedle, just getting the feet outside the circle.
Yeah.
She'll have to try it again here. Oof.
As a defender, that's a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a striker, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and that entry there, just a little bit dangerous from Vic. Lovely thread through there from the junior Māori side. Here comes Garby Smith, beats one. It's still there. Ella Worthington, I actually didn't see her up on the baseline there. I thought the pass was actually for Shannara Marshall. And they'll come back through the long corner. Holly Houghton-Jones just drops it back out to her sister. And it falls. Talofo, can she get three? Holly Landon said no, not today, not here. And Roy Mata Brown just knocks that one out over the back line.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Garby Smith do a little bit more, actually. She was quite awesome in that first quarter. Nice, mean dribble. Yeah, hopefully she can get another one.
Yeah, she's got a real ability to create something out of nothing, really. Speed, skill, the ability to win a tackle. There's not many strikers that are back in the tackle, but she's pretty good at it. Garby Smith, and speaking of, here she is, trying to find her spot. There it is. And it goes.
That's something.
Yep,
Something.
that's something. Gets her way around Kayla Val.
Called it too.
That's it. I tell you what, Mystic Mac here, Seedle Patel, tell you the lotto numbers. Garby Smith, just like that. Excellent finish in the end there by Garby. And just like that, the junior Māori side are back in the lead. Just kind of fell over the line in the end there. It was almost a little bounce off the goalkeeper's boot. And but Brooklyn Burton straight onto the legs. High fives for Burton. That's good stuff there. Can the Heritage Barbarians answer straight back?
They may just.
There's the attacking squad there for the Heritage side. Brooklyn Burton, she won it and she'll go down to inject it. Defenders in the goal there for the junior Māori side. Kayla Val at the top. She got it, and it goes. You don't see it, you don't stop it. Kayla Val with her second, and they equalise things. The odds might go under $1. I'm telling you what, you might have to pay money to bet on Kay Laval at the moment. This is clinical. That's gone straight in off the foot there, I believe, of Karamia Leathers, who was on the left post. It's also going to hurt. And it's gone straight up in the roof off the foot. That's a Kay Laval special. I reckon if you're the goalie, you start lying down before the ball comes out.
Yeah. just before they step out.
Yeah.
Just get the extendo legs and pads too.
That's it. That's it. And just like that, we're locked up again here. 3-3, 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Wait, where is it? Oh, did it go out of bounds?
You see Roy Mata Brown on the screen there. Just trying to key in with some of her teammates at the moment. She'll take the ball on the sideline there for the junior Māori side. And over it goes. Here is Garby Smith. Danger. That's pretty rough from Tiana Curry. And they'll take the penalty corner there. Talk about creating something from nothing there, Garby Smith. Unfortunately, probably Tiana felt like she had to have a go at it there because the last person who let her get around, and Kay Laval, then picked the ball out of the net. So it was a pretty tough challenge, but they've got the penalty corner for it here, the junior Māori side.
Definitely been end-to-end in this quarter.
Yeah, has it what? We might just be playing a race to 5 at the moment. First to it gets it. Here's Murphy Phillips to pull the ball out up the top. Looks like Holly Hilton-Jones. The layoff. Now it goes in. And just onto the foot there.
Bit of a bobbly one at the top, unfortunately.
Yeah, it wasn't as
Didn't
clean.
help.
They were going for the left layoff and then looking for deflectors. A tether. Fotufogo around the back there through Kay Laval, Vic Methvin. Tori Val's actually moved into a centre midfield position at the moment.
That will be quite handy, actually having her there, be able to feed the ball through, allowing the strikers just to move up a little bit.
Yeah, she's a fantastic distributor of the ball, and like you say, what it means now is both Kaya Elliott and Ella Leighton can play as inside forwards or attacking midfielders, just to help with a little bit of presence up the front. Speaking of presence, here's Vic Methvin just threading one through there, but picked up by Sinead Phillips. And here comes Roy Mata Brown. It's too far in front of her. Yeah, just got big on her there in the end. And 3-3 halfway through this third quarter. 7.5 left to play here. The turn's picked up by Methvin. And she'll send it down towards halfway where the junior Māori side will take the ball. Shannara Marshall. She's done it a couple of times. She might be related to Devyani Soma if you check the lineage. And at least they've been to the same skill shop.
Say that today, one of Deviana's signature spins didn't quite work.
Yeah.
They picked it up pretty quickly and she got crunched.
Yep. Shanae's going to have a shot at it, and she's going to score one. Not a noted goal scorer, Sinead Phillips, but if you're in there, you're in it to win it, and that's a pretty clean strike of the ball there from Sinead Phillips. And the Phillips clan in front of us, they're got plenty to cheer about there. Sinead Phillips adding one to the scoreboard for the junior Māori side. Again, kind of came from nothing, really. She's just edging her way around the circle and Found a little avenue for a shot, and that's all you need.
Doesn't have to be too fancy.
Yeah, hockey's a simple game. I was once told by a coach when we were playing NHL, you put more goals in that end than what goes in this end, and you're generally pretty good. So, yeah, that seems to be the case at the moment. 4-3 already, 7 goals in the game. Still going, Hilton Jones beaten a couple. A solid athlete, Grace Hilton Jones. Take a quick second, of course, to thank the sponsors, MTEL Intelligent Solutions, Keeper Life Insurance and Risk Management, Go Hockey at gohockey.co.nz, and of course our major supporters and sponsors, One Foundation. Thank you again for your continued support of New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2024.
I must say there's been a fair bit of overheads this game, especially
Yeah.
for women's.
Yeah, there have been a few overheads from both sides too, different players. And here comes Brooklyn Burton. She's lining up the circle. It's hit the foot there of Amy McConnell. Brooklyn Burton's been good today for this Heritage Barbarian side. We were asking for a striker to step up and be a real target, and I think she's been the one. We spoke, of course, of the goal from Riley Grills and her ability to disrupt play, but Brooklyn Burton's really been their target up the front for the Heritage side.
And it hasn't been too fancy either. It's been good, smart hockey.
Yep. Speaking of smart, I thought was about to be putting money on Kayla Val, but it just wasn't tidy at the top. She had to trap it herself, which is a blessing, I think, for the junior Māori side.
Absolutely.
Here comes Ella Layton, cleaned out there by Garby Smith. One of the goal scorers for the game. Of course, there's a few of them with 7 in the match already. Kaylee Tuiravi. Out-won by Murphy Phillips. Don't you love loud parents in the crowd that yell the name for you so you don't have to look at the sheet?
Yep.
It's brilliant. Here comes Kai Elliott, reverse stick, peach. Picked out though by Daniela Hall. Less than a peach, but play on. And Tiana Curry.
Giving it back. I think we're playing a multi-sport here today.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. A little bit of rounders, a bit of baseball. Gracie Hilton Jones having a look, decides no. Go back through Trinell Woods-Edueta. Good win there by Kai Elliott, good patience. And again, we saw this a little bit too much in that first quarter from the Heritage Barbarian side, just being a little too quick to force that free hit forward. Again, the strikers just couldn't get up there and in good position, so want a little bit better out of that from this Heritage Barbarian side.
And they have proven that when they do, it actually works.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Challenge there by Daniela Hall was enough to win the ball back for the junior Māori side. Good ball into the middle of the field. Penet Lopitalofa just drops it off for McConnell. And they'll get it back there for a bit of a heavy touch. Nice pass. Daniela Hall up the right side of the field. Here's Garby Smith. Picked though. Pocket pick from Kai Elliott.
That actually would be a good matchup to see as well.
Yeah, that's it. Garby Smith taking on Kai Elliott. Here it is, the opt for the pass though. 1 minute left to play. Well defended by Vic Methvin there. Deep in the circle for the Heritage side. Some of the Māori ladies were asking for a penalty corner there, but nothing coming. I'm sure. Instead, they roll it straight to Tiana Curry, and she says, well,
Not today.
how many of these seconds can I take off the clock by rolling it down the corner? She'd be happy to get through to the quarter break at the moment. It's Penelope Talafo on your screen there. She scored 2 goals in the first quarter, the captain of the junior Māori side. Pressure on here. Grace Hilton-Jones has some work to do. Doesn't matter. Out she comes. And they're going to run out of time here. And another few goals in the third quarter. We've got goals aplenty. If you wanted to see them, this is the game to watch. 4-3 at the moment into the third quarter. And Cedal, neither team really able to get too far away from the other at the moment.
No, definitely not. The Māori team just edging forward. I definitely think the Heritage team need to do what they did in that second quarter. Move the ball amongst each other a bit more, allow their strikers just to move up, and then it'll come. The PCs, go for the PCs too.
Yep. So 3 goals in that quarter. It's the highest scoring quarter of the game so far. The junior Māori side had 2 in the first, and then the Heritage team answered with 2 of their own in the second. And then 2-1 in that quarter in favour of the junior Māori side. You see a couple of the team there from the junior Māori side. That's Courtney Phillips, the coach in there, giving some instruction. Good to see young Māori coaches stepping up in that space, herself and Tuhia Hohepa. And then, of course, I'm sure the Asian side, they'll be well into their communication too from Paresh Bika. Cedal with 17 minutes left and the chance to pretty much guarantee a spot in the final. What do you think we might see out of either of these two teams here in the last 17 minutes?
Hopefully some PCs for the Heritage team. Always back Kayla. But definitely looking to forward to see some magic from Garby Smith and Roberta Brown. They're holding the ball and dribbling it through and creating something. It's been awesome to see. Yeah,
absolutely. As we just saw Kai Elliott have to be helped off the fence there by her teammate. She's putting a big shift so far, which is good because most of the time she doesn't do much. So to have her running around out here for the Heritage Barbarian side. She's actually studying yesterday, or at least pretending to. Had the laptop and notes out. I think she was putting on a fake, to be fair.
That old chestnut, eh?
Yeah. No, and again, I think I've seen the Elliott family down here on the other side of the field. Her sister, Kata, over there watching the game. So shout out to them. Good to see you guys down here. And like I've said before, if you are in and around the area, Auckland, North Harbour, North Shore, even Northland, get on down here. For those up north, the Brinduans are open this Easter weekend, so get down here. Might be your only chance to get out of the north at the moment. So take advantage of the open roads over the public holidays and come down to watch some of the best hockey in the country.
Oh, that was an interesting turnover.
Yeah, I couldn't quite make sense of the calls out there. It looked like she was signalling an obstruction, perhaps prior. But nevertheless, we're away now. Junior Māori with the ball on this left side of the field. And fresh off her break on the fence, Kai Elliott, she's ripping and rearing to go. She's sort of player, Cedal, that everything's go for Kai. Sometimes probably a little bit guilty of going too fast some of the time, but
only got one speed.
Yeah, that's it. She's got a ton of skill though, and really good player to have on your side. As you see, the sideline hit coming here for Kaylee Tuiravi. Through it goes. Tori Val delivers that one. And it's going to beat everybody over the back line. Georgia Symes, down she goes to collect it. Here's Kayla Val on the ball. Everybody just kind of stood back and left it there for a second.
That's right, they were playing hockey.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. I think they all went in and said hello and forgot about the ball. Around the back they come here. The Māori side here is Roimata Brown.
But unfortunate there.
Yeah, a little bit of tangle up in the middle of the field. I think the Heritage Barbarians thought it was probably their ball. But left, right, good night goes Grace Hilton-Jones. Still going. It's past Methvin and the pass. It's going to sit up. Oh, unfortunate there for Penne. And now Holly Hilton-Jones, she's going to have a crack at it. It's a 3-on-2 here if they can get the numbers right, but great scramble defence there from Holly Hilton-Jones, and they've got numbers in the picture too. Excellent effort there by the junior Māori defensive unit. And 4 minutes have worn off the clock with no change to that score. The Māori side up 4-3. Still going, Shannara Marshall. Now back to Hilton-Jones. Marshall. Inside, outside. Are we going to see a Somar special? Nope. The free hit coming there for Tori Val. Beats the reach, though, of Riley Grills. And Garby Smith rolls one down into the corner. Nobody there, but just happy to get to the other end of the field for a brief moment, this Māori side. And back goes Kaylee Tuiravi-Ravi. It's a nice transfer by the Heritage Barbarians. It's a little bit opportunistic, and it's going to work for them, though.
A very quick transfer.
Yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, that's it. And Murphy Phillips matching up with Kai Elliott in the midfield. Hilton-Jones now under the pressure. There's a back out through Daniela Hall. And again, nobody over there, but some long balls not really connecting at the moment for this junior Māori side.
Yeah, definitely. Well, not definitely, but I do think that they need to shorten up their game a little bit.
Yeah.
And it, you know, once they get into that 25, that's when they let rip with that like silky dribbling that they've got. Yeah,
it's interesting. Yes, they've got the lead and the scoreboard pressure and the rest of it, but it's only one goal. And they could very quickly find themselves on the end of something the other direction, and then all that hard work has been undone. So it's certainly not time yet to park the bus or take the foot off and just keep trying to play down the other end, because moments like this can turn really quickly.
Yeah, as we saw in that last quarter, I think it was end-to-end PCs.
Yep, here's Tori Val. She'll try and work one, but poked away there by Phillips. Just too fast again there, Kaya Elliott.
One speed. Super fast.
Here is Val. And it goes. A little bit of a scramble. And Trinell Woods-Erueta trying to work her way out. Cut out though by Vic Methvin. Here come the Heritage Barbarians. Methvin.
Yeah, we talk about the Vow sisters, but Vic Methvin's been quite good in the last 2 games as well.
Yeah, really solid at the back. And here goes Shannara Marshall. Just ran out on her. Here is Vic Methvin. Here's Karamia Leathers. Again, just over the back line. No real target there in mind.
So I'm just going to move this camera forward.
As we see, yeah, that's some of the Phillips whānau there under the shade, as well as the Wihari whānau. They'll come back for the foot just up outside the dotted circle.
Yeah, I think I'm good now.
It is here for Val. They've got just under 9 minutes left to level this game back up here at the Heritage Barbarian side. And there's the penalty corner. I think the stick challenge there from Grace Hilton-Jones under question. And Riley Grills earns the penalty corner here. Go on, Settle, tell me, is Kayla on?
Too short to see.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Kayla Val in the middle of the circle. My guess is paper, scissors, rock. Kayla.
Yeah. I'm thinking upright hit, nice and flat.
Yep, rocket. Here we go. It is to Val. It is tidy.
Nice save.
Yeah, Grace Hilton-Jones on the line, I'm pretty sure.
Not many of those you see against a Kayla
No.
Val PC.
And I think you'll find perhaps just guilty of it being too flat.
Yep.
Little skip on that, and that's in the goal, guaranteed. But I think just got it flat bat there, Grace Hilton-Jones.
Good work in the junior Māori team to hold the composure in that circle as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's really solid work. If anything's to go by, you could have almost banked on a goal there for Val, but they stand up when they need to, the Māori side. Here's Pia Hohepakuka. That's beautiful skill there. Puts it onto the foot of Tiana Curry. And now the opportunity at the other end to perhaps put the nail in the coffin here for the junior Māori side. Looks like the conversation between Garby Smith, Grace Hilton-Jones. One thing we do know, Murphy Phillips will pull the ball out. Looks like Grace Hilton-Jones has positioned herself on the first bracket. They go to Grace. They were ripping one, looking for that
wide.
deflection. That was the conversation at the top of the circle. I'll run in there if you can keep it on the ground. And just couldn't quite link up. Down the other end, here's Brooklyn Burton. Oh, and sent away there by Holt. Brooklyn Burton, we mentioned her earlier in the game. She's been good for the Heritage Barbarians today. And they're off here at the junior Māori side. Turned over there though. Right, Tiana Curry, she'll win the free hit too. 5.5 left to play. Cedal, at what point does it become desperation for this Heritage Barbarian side?
Well, definitely in the last 30 seconds.
Right then is the answer. I've just taken the goalkeeper off this Heritage Barbarian side. So obviously I'm probably a little bit smarter than the coaching staff because I said it 3 seconds before they did it. So No, I thought that might have been the case here. As we mentioned, you win this game and you pretty much book yourself Monday's final. So again, for those, Brooklyn Burton, for those unfamiliar with this tactic, you can pull your goalkeeper off, add an extra field player on. You no longer have a field player that has the goalkeeping privileges. That used to be a role where a player could kick it and stop it with their hands if they really felt the desperate need to. Now it's just 11 field players, but does give you a bit of an advantage potentially going forward. So look to see if they might be able to keep an extra player high. We'll give an extra target here for this Heritage Barbarian side, but remember they've got no goalkeeper in the cage. What do you think, Sedley? You a fan of it? You like the pull in the goalkeeper? You like the extra field player? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it's good. It does definitely gives the number advantage, especially if you are in the circle. And if it's a do or die situation, you know, you just gotta bite the bullet and go for it. Being the person at the back, it does put a little bit more pressure on the ball if the other team does come down towards your end and you've got no goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's some real pressure does get put on those deep defenders, especially if they are going up the field to try and help with the attack. Oh, very nearly. Pretty sure it's going to be a long corner. It came off Garby Smith's stick or foot. Interesting to see there on Brooklyn Burton. She's running with the strap unstrapped on the glove.
Yeah.
It's an interesting look there. Probably not the fashion statement that'll win the New York Fashion Awards, but it's something. There goes Daniela Hall. Great trapdoor on purpose. Remember, it's open goal up this end. Shannara Marshall sends it forward. And Roimata Brown gutted. She was so close in a good spot too.
Yeah, definitely in this last few minutes, junior Māoris need to be very composed, which they have been, but just a little bit more extra careful, just because, you know, you never know. Something may happen, a little mistake, and the other team can capitalise on it.
Yeah, that's it. Great pick up, Daniela Hall. Comes in through Phillips. Phillips searching, turns one, and she'll go quickly. And that must have been very close there. Not sure if any of the players got their stick to it inside the circle, but just rolls past the goal.
Almost looked like they watched it.
Yeah. Oh, it had to be made. There were two players back there for the Heritage Barbarian side. Great trap there by Trinell Woods-Idueta. Inside the last 90 seconds now. New Zealand Junior Māori with the advantage, 4-3. And here come the Heritage Barbarians. Riley Grills. She's past one. And good defense there. Riley Grills couldn't quite get the shot away. It's brave defending coming in on the reverse side like that. Pretty sure it was Grace Hilton-Jones who'd
Very
come
brave.
across. And now, Shannara Marshall. She'll use her spin. Again, great defending this time, Kayla Val. 30 seconds left here. Perhaps one, max two goes at it here for the Heritage Barbarians. They need to go the length of the field. Ella Layton. Here they go, Kai Elliott goes Main Street. They don't have long, 10 seconds. They need to take it quickly. Brooklyn Burton. And not 5 before it went in there. Disappointment on the faces of the Heritage Barbarians, but it's all congrats to the junior Māori side. They hold on in the end there in front of a pretty spirited crowd. The EC Grace Hilton-Jones, Penelope Talofo, of course the captain who scored 2 goals today. Murphy Phillips, Chanel Woods-Eruera, Isabella Holt in picture there. Really good game, really good game. No goals added in that 4th quarter, but Seedle 7 goals and an awesome game for the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite tight at the end. You almost thought that Heritage were just going to make a comeback, but unfortunately, which I mean is kind of good for us, means that we've got all to play for tomorrow. Yeah,
that's it for those looking forward. Obviously, the Heritage Barbarian side versus NZISA becomes pretty much a semi-final tomorrow. Both teams on 1 win, 1 loss, which means any sort of win, penalty shootout, outright, anything goes tomorrow in that game. We'll be looking forward to that one. Unfortunately, the other game will become a little bit of a formality in the Asian women taking on the junior Māoris first thing in the morning. But that 2 p.m. game, NZISA women taking on the New Zealand Heritage Barbarians, looking forward to it. Speaking of looking forward, there's Garby Smith. She was looking for goals, and she got one today for the junior Māori side. She looked really good in attack, just as we called on her to do something.
Yep.
Scored them a goal, which...
might have to go buy a lotto ticket now for calling that.
That's it. If there's anybody watching, if you see Seedle duck into the lotto store, I'd be following her in and picking up those numbers, because she called a few things out here today, that including... Kayla Val on a straight shot penalty corner. She had 2 of them, just as we expected. A real threat on the penalty corner. So, yeah, really good game. Really enjoyed it. And both teams should take a lot out of it. I'd hate to be that NZISA team that has to play the Heritage team tomorrow, though.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I just have to make sure I feed them properly, eh?
Yeah, that's it. That's to make sure the tunes are on, so Navina's happy. And yeah, what an epic game out there. And in terms of looking forward, of course, we've got the junior Māori men up after this. They'll take on the NZ Fiji side, 2 teams that did come up short in their games yesterday, but that one, I think, has everything that could be the game of the day at 4 o'clock. We're going to shoot down now field side to Harley Cooper, who's standing there with New Zealand junior Māori captain.
Yeah, hey guys, we're just here with Pene, again the captain of the New Zealand junior women's team for the Māoris. That another win, a little bit, you know, I think you're deciding that it's trying to be a little bit more epic now. You get out to a really quick lead, they come back, then you decide to swap one, you get one right at the end. What was the tactic? Was that just to keep the crowd happy?
To keep ourselves happy, I think. Yeah, well, it was a really back and forth game, as you saw, so we were just working on trying to play defensive and then figuring out how we were supposed to be aggressive in attack. So I think we were just trying to figure out ourselves, to be honest, as well.
In saying that, so you've got 2 from 2, you're guaranteed into the final. So tomorrow, are you coming out full guns blazing to try and get everything sorted, or are you just going to try and just save the legs, have a few people sit on the sideline and just see what happens?
Oh, I think full guns blazing as usual, you know. Yeah, we're out there. We're always going hundies out there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So you take on the Asian Fire tomorrow. So what do you reckon is going to be the biggest tactic against them that you guys are going to have to go for?
Well, obviously no team here, you know, they've all got different strengths. We've seen that they were quite quick and fast on attack, and their counter attack is like pretty on, to be honest. So I think our main issue is just making sure that we hold our structure and make sure that we know what we're doing so that we can stop them from doing their thing.
And obviously you've just taken on the New Zealand Heritage there. They had a massive win against the Asian team yesterday. What were you guys thinking going into it? Were you like, okay, defensively we need to be stronger, we need to make sure that we hold ourselves in the lines and we need to defend outside the D, or were you just going, nah, we haven't done anything wrong yet, let's just play the normal game and just see what happens?
I think We sort of a bit of both of that actually. So we just wanted to do our own game and obviously not change a game to a team. So like we're just holding our space and making sure, but at the same time shutting down their core players in the middle. So making sure that we have our defence sorted and we know what we're doing at all times, but also making sure that our counter attack's quite quick and fast on.
Oh, that sounds like a plan. And what are you looking forward to with regards to tomorrow against the Asian Fire team? What do you think that you could probably take out of them?
I think obviously it's only our second game together today, so just making sure that tomorrow we get to know our people more again and get to like solidify those connections before our game on Monday. So just making sure that happens. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much and good luck with tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's the winning captain there, Pene Lopi Taulafo. Scored 2 goals for the junior Māori side on their way to booking their spot in Monday's final. It was an awesome game against the Heritage Barbarian side. For those of you that are joining online, thanks so much. We'll see you back here again for the 4 p.m. men's game between the New Zealand junior Māori team and NZ Fiji. I've been Brad Pittman, joined by Cyril Patel. We'll see you on the next one.
Feeling like you're stuck in a hurricane, 'cause everything around you just keeps on turning. I can